What's up, content chefs? It's Lucas from Content Fries, and I think we had a productive week. So let me go immediately to show you into Content Fries to show you what's new and and we will also talk about little known, but from my perspective, really useful and powerful features. Maybe you never actually use them, but after you watch today's Content Friday, you will definitely know maybe better use cases of Content Fries and learn and understand it better and more in depth. So let me go immediately to that and share my screen with you. And the first thing I would like to share with you is that we implemented video backgrounds, which means you can go to the layers section right here and you can choose your background and you can choose video background type. Okay, and that means that you can choose any video basically from your video library. From all the files that you uploaded, you can pick one of the videos. And the best type of video for this feature is some kind of abstract video background. And we will definitely add templates with video backgrounds soon. But this feature is very new. It was released basically yesterday, so you can use it, and we will add templates that utilizes this feature very soon. But in the meantime, feel free to upload any video backgrounds that you want. Basically, the best type of background that you can upload is some kind of looping abstract video background from my perspective. But feel free to use anything you want. Okay, so I'm using this background right here. It looks something like this, and when I play the video, as you can see, it's now playing in the background and it's looping. This video background is longer than the actual video example. So if your video is longer than your video background, don't worry about it. As you can see, it will automatically loop to match the duration and also will be muted. So in case that video background has some kind of music background or whatever, it will not be in the output. It will not be included in the exported video. And that's one of the new things. There is not too much to speak about this. It's pretty straightforward, very simple to use. Just pick and choose, and then you can also have it in the exported video file. As you can see, I can show you the exported video, which is this one. And as you can see, the video background is playing in the video. So that's new feature. This was basically one of the steps that we needed to finish in order to start focusing fully on Content Fries 2.0, but we also made a lot of other different improvements and fixes. And one of those fixes was to update and make functional the WordPress integration that we have almost since day one, but it don't have that much use. Don't not many people are using the WordPress integration, but it is fixed now, and I believe that if you see how powerful and easy it is to use, maybe you can use it to create and turn your videos into basically some kind of blog post articles and stuff like that. So let me show you how it works, and because you have to connect your WordPress with Content Fries in the first step. So I will go to the dashboard, and then you go to menu items, and I will be fast because there is a tutorial to this, and I will show you where you can find it. But to have it recorded, you find this WordPress blog and click edit. Then you are in the WordPress context and you have to add new integration. So click this button, add integration, choose WordPress, and then you type in your WordPress site URL without the WP admin part. So that means all only the domain name. Okay, that's this part. So I will copy that and paste it here, and then you type in the username and password, and you can use the best way to, if you are worried about security or whatever, the best way to use the integration is to create some kind of user that is solely for this integration. You can do that, it's optional, but recommended. You don't have to do it. Okay, so I have this editor right here, as you can see, because editor is a role that can write articles, and that's what we use in the integration. And when you edit that person, you go to this part which says application passwords, and you add new application password by typing in something like content fries or anything else. It doesn't matter what you type in this, but just remember what it is and then click add new application password. And this will generate application password, so which you just copy and paste. I think it is visible only once, and I will not generate it, so I don't have to revoke it because I'm recording and screen sharing my screen. So for security reasons, I will not click this button. But as soon as you click it, the password will be immediately displayed for you, but you have to copy it immediately and paste it to where we are, to this field, okay, to password field. And also as the username, type in the user email, not his, not the nickname, but email. Okay, so in this case it's Lucas at contentfries.com and whatever password. And one step I forgot to mention is that before you click this button, create integration, you need to download this plugin, which is JSON Basic Authentication WordPress plugin. Okay, it's from creators of WordPress, I think, if I remember correctly. I think also Integromat, or they renamed to Make or whatever. They are also using this plugin to make the WordPress integration working. So this is a necessary step. So just download it, then go to your WordPress admin and go to plugins and add new, then click upload plugin, okay, and upload it and activate it, and that's all you have to do. Then just click create integration. Okay, I did that before this. And then if you did everything right and correct, you will be able to see in the export tab, okay, when you go to the context editor, you see the subtitles by default. But when you go to export tab and you add the integration, you should see this button which says publish to WordPress. So when I click it, you just pick the right integration, which is this one. And then you type in the title of the article and you type in the content. So you can basically write down to your WordPress article from this modal window. So I will click load captions. This will load all the subtitles as a text for me. Okay, and you can type in the excerpt. This is some kind of introduction of the article or something like that. You can upload featured images if you want, and you can pick categories. So let me choose these two and some tags, for example these four. By the way, when you hold shift and you pick this one and then you hold shift and pick this one, it will choose all these tags. So that's just a one minor tip, but you can also pick different by holding control, I think, or I'm on Mac, so it's command, but on Windows it's probably control if you want to pick multiple categories or multiple tags. And as a status, I recommend to choose a draft, to not publish it immediately, but choose a draft, so you can do all the finishing touches in your WordPress administration. So let me post this. And it should be now available in the, we are not using, by the way, WordPress for our blog. We have a custom solution, but to show you, as you can see, it is created just now. This context system article, when I go into it, it have all the tags and all the categories I defined. And this is the text. Okay, this is the article. It's basically the subtitles, or this is the transcription. Okay, so this is how it's working. Very simple to use. And keep in mind that you have to do the integration part just once. Then you can use this integration anytime you want. So that's just one, a bit more complicated and maybe more difficult step, kind of technical. But you just have to do it once, and then you can use the integration anytime you want. And if you go to support.contentfries.com, then you will go to our knowledge base, and when you type in WordPress to the search, you can find the article that will guide you through the way that I described, that I showed you earlier, how to connect step by step your WordPress with your Contentfries account. Okay, so this is how it's working. It's basically step-by-step, simple tutorial that you need to do in case you want to use this integration. Okay, so this is one of the features that I wanted to share with you. It's now finally updated and working, so feel free to use it. As you can see, Contentfries is not just about videos, but it's also about, quote images and quote cards, and about articles and blog posts, and basically you can use the power of content repurposing. And that's the second feature that I wanted to share with you. Then one of little known tips is that you can use, for example, this library and add some kind of niche image if you want. This is some kind of free stock images integration. So maybe you are doing some kind of meditational content or whatever, so you can find some image. And let me use this one. It looks nice, and you can add it anywhere to your video. I will just cover it through the entire screen, and you can move the image so it appear in the specific time of the video. And you can also apply transition to it, so it will have in and out transition. You can set this for images. In Contentfries 2.0, you basically will be able to set transitions for almost anything and everything. Now it is available only for images, but you can choose any transition you want. Maybe we can pick some transition that looks nice. Whatever I can choose. Maybe this one looks pretty cool, so I will choose this for in. That means when the image is about to appear in the screen, this transition will basically be used. And also I will use the same, or maybe I will use this radial for the out transition. Okay, and I will add it to the start, to the beginning. So I will export it and show you how it looks like. And that's transitions. And the next step is that, something like this. I will add a text, or maybe let me move this image right here so I can see the screen. And I will, for example, pick this text and I will play with it a little bit. Okay, I will click this button which says clone, and it will be immediately cloned as the first, and it's basically on top of everything. Okay, this text. So that's what I wanted. So I will give the image back, and now I will choose the text and I will drag and drop it somewhere like this, and I will remove the second word, which is system. So let it be contexts, and align it to the left like this. Okay, and do something like this. And now I will use it to create some kind of word after word, animation or something like that. So this is the first step. And let me drag and drop this. So the word contexts, or maybe type in this and add it in uppercase or something like this. This looks great. So this is the first word. Then I will clone this again, and I will choose the second layer and hold Shift and right arrow. So I will move it somewhere like this, okay? And I will type in is, and maybe take it a little bit, more to the left. And now I will do, I have this layer selected, as you can see, and I will hit Control I. So let me play the video how it looks. This is okay, and let me drag and drop it so the word appears sooner. And again, clone it, or maybe I will choose in this case this again. Clone it, choose it, move it like this. And now I will highlight the word and type in awesome. Okay, awesome. And instead of this, color, we will use, I don't know, maybe white. Okay, and let me make it larger or bigger, and align it to the top, and also increase the font size to something like this. Okay, and also this looks really great. And now again, let me go maybe here. As you can see, it's white. That means it's selected. Control I, and now I will play the blade. This is awesome. Okay, so this is some complicated, time-consuming workaround how you can do basically some kind of word after word animation. When I have this and I want to stop or finish this animation here, I can hit Control O. Now I will select this layer, Control O, this layer, Control O, and now I'm basically sure that every word will stop at the exact same moment. Okay, and now when I hit Escape and go, for example, here, let me go somewhere. Okay, here the image, we have still the image. Okay, so I will hit Control O to show you what it does in case you don't have anything selected. And as you can see, this blue screen or this blue overlay is now displayed, and that means we now have this video, and it is basically cutted, so it is from the beginning to this point. When I play the video, I can see that immediately in the context editor I can't see anything after this part. Okay, so that means the video is now cutted or whatever. So in case you have to make some simple cuts or something like that, maybe you don't have to use the trimmer for that, but use this feature instead, and you can add additional layers to the field. And I had to zoom in and out for some reason to see this audio timeline. But when you drag and drop and add additional part, that means all these three parts will be exported, and everything that's not marked like this will not be exported. Okay, it will be cut out. So when I go back, As you can see now, I have 3 these parts. When I play the video, it jumps immediately here. Then this part will be and it jumps right here and finish. Okay, so that's the cutting possibility that you have in the context editor. Let me remove these 2 parts because I don't need these, and I'm happy with this, and I can export this context or content or whatever it is. Okay, and now we should see in the output that the image will have that kind of transition that we created, and only 5 seconds of the video should be exported, and we also should have these 3 words with that transition or that effect that will show us that 3 words. So I covered many features in this part. That means you can add image from the library, from the integration, okay, some kind of free stack images. You can find some niche images if you don't have something at hand. You can use this. Then you can add words and time them by Control-I, Control-O to make that kind of, word by word animation. And as you can see, now I will play the video. So as you can see, it has 5 seconds and the image is immediately in the beginning. And as you can see, the transition is basically immediately starting. So let me play the video. Okay, so that was the transition. This is awesome. And now the ending transition. Okay. One thing to notice and to remember about transitions is that basically they are not visible in the context editor. They are only in the export. And this is something that is really, technically more complicated to implement. So that's why you can set transitions in this tab, but you can only see them in the export, not in the context editor. Okay, so keep that in mind. And all transitions, so I think their duration is set to 1 second. Okay, so just remember that. Keep that in mind in case you want to use this feature. It will definitely be more in depth in the 2.0 version, and also you would be able to see the transition immediately without exporting the video, and also set the duration of the transition. But for now, not many people are using it, so you can use it if you want, or skip it and do more advanced, more in-depth transitions in your video editor before you upload the piece of content to Contentfries. Okay, so that covers this. So I think this is great, and also word after word animations will be in the 2.0. This is something that a lot of people are asking about. So this is the workaround that you can use before it is available for everyone to use in the 2.0 version. And that's it. So this is step number 1. Okay, just to remind you is that you can use video backgrounds. Now let me go here and remove this because I don't want to have it here anymore. So go to background and you can use the video background. Okay, so just upload some kind of abstract video background that is looping, that's best for this type of content, this type of effect, if we want to use video background. Then the second step is that you can use the WordPress integration. So there is an article, or rewind this live stream after it ends to see how it works. Third, not very known feature is that you can set transitions for images, and use this library to find images in the library, and also this is a workaround for the words. So Control I, Control O to set input and output points. And this way you can create this kind of animation that is showing, and this looks really great. And I was not preparing it, and this is by accident, but as you can see, let me play it. It looks really awesome. So this is really awesome. And in 2.0, all of this will be so much simpler and better. Okay, so there is not too much to it, and I will keep it shorter today. And I see there's someone is typing, "Hi Lucas, hi, whoever you are. I don't see your name in Restream, but for today I will keep it a little bit shorter, as I mentioned. So thank you very much for being awesome. If you typed in any kind of, status or comment or post to our Facebook group or somewhere, and we did not reply to you, I'm sorry about that. I'm now receiving a lot more messages than usual. But if you need anything, feel free to, highlight me or mark me in the comment, or maybe get in touch with our support. In that case, no message should be missed. And we are here for you. Thank you very much for your kindness and support and everything you do. The group is really, really awesome, and it lives there. And I'm very happy about that. And every day there is some activity, and thank you for your contribution. And what else to say? I see you next week. Have an awesome weekend. And I'm super happy to, show you as soon as possible, or I'm really keen to finish Content-Wise 2.0 so you can start using it, and with all the goodies in it, like social media integration and stuff like that. So keep being awesome, and I will see you next week.